Get good, great, and or grand, glorious rising, dear family. Wagwan, hola, konnichiwa, or shalom, shalom, and shalom to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. BKA, and only in accordance to the knowledge of the soul's truth. All of ye which harbor the power of the universal soul, spirit of life. And more importantly, which will always be more importantly to me, no matter how or who takes it. All of ye which bear the mark of the universal spirit's visible, not invisible, visible soul skin. I don't like to use my government name, so I'm just going to say that I am just a man with a conviction, treading wisely. What's my conviction? And how and why are you trying to tread wisely with it? My firmly held belief and or firmly held opinion, which is the definition of the word conviction, is that God will have his world, God will have his people moving God's speed forever. Soul speed, one belief, and one foundation. And I say the soul speed, because I believe that the soul is the true God of our reality. Just what I believe. Do I need to worship the soul or bow to the soul or kneel to the soul? No. But the soul is the power thereof, in which gives us our strength and vitality to function. Sounds like the true God to me. And that God will have his world and his people move in his speed forever, which is my conviction and my belief. Wisely. Why do I want to tread wisely with it? And how wisely with it? There is an authority attached to chaos, or there is an authority attached to the world's chaos currently, in which if someone like me was to come onto the scene with thoughts like this, it would be considered to be dangerous for all of mankind and all of life, all of people living. Why? Because these thoughts are order, balanced, needed. The authority's thoughts are evil, wicked, chaotic. So, I desire to move wisely with this type of message, because in a world like this, you could be killed for it immediately. Is this fear? No, it ain't fear. This is patience. Why do I say patience? Because this kind of message right here can destroy the authority attached to chaos. And it will destroy the authority attached to chaos. This is why I made this message, so that it would destroy the authority attached to chaos. Moving forward though. So how can I tread wisely with a message like this in a world such as we have here? Such as what we have here. How? By knowing what the word wise even means. Or when you think about what our predecessors mean when they say things like tread wisely, what they're really referring to is tread cautiously, right? Tread cautiously in a world like this that is completely against someone like you with thoughts of such that you have, in which that you have. You follow what I'm saying? Tread cautiously. That's what it means to tread wisely, according to feelings and what it means to tread wisely. I don't use feelings or emotions. Why don't I use feelings or emotions? because they are busy doing what they do best, being good. They all right. Let's use something else. How do you tread wisely in a world like this where everything virtually wants you to suffer until you end? And if you speak out about it, the lashes get heavier. Moving forward, I got some things I want to share in this video here. Some thoughts I want to post online. Just some thoughts. So, the word wise, though, moving forward with this, the word wise defines, or wisdom defines the quality of being wise, and wise defines as having or showing knowledge. Having or showing. It's my favorite word. Having or showing knowledge, experience, or good judgment. Knowledge, experience, or good judgment. Those three things there. Having or showing knowledge, experience, or good judgment. What is knowledge? What is experience? What is judgment? Simpler, so to simplify it real quick, all three of the words. Knowledge, facts, information, and skills gathered. Facts, information, and skills gained. Do the research on it. You'll see what I mean. Knowledge, experience, to come into contact with something. To come into contact with something. That's what it means to experience something, in short. Judgment, to perceive, point out a difference. What's bad or good? What's neutral? Or the in-between, right? The whole video, I bet. So peep gang, I have the knowledge of the soul's truth, experience with the spirit's ways, and its good and balanced judgment of both of them. Now, I desire to plant my points, plant my knowledge, plant my experience, plant my ideas within the ethos of your world for its germination, to elicit through the minds, hearts, and actions of the people better behavior. Or my conviction, should I say. For my conviction is better behavior, meaning my conviction will destroy the authority attached to chaos and replace the authority which is evil with something that is good and balanced. And then the authority will be an authority attached to order and not an authority attached to chaos. Once it plants, that is, if it can plant all the way, I recognize that there are powers at play that prevent certain messages like mine from getting across. I dig that. So I'm more so aggressive with them and why I post so much. Moving forward though, real quick. I desire to plant this knowledge, experience, and good judgment into your world by any moral means necessary. Or should I say, I desire to plant the knowledge, truth, and experience of this good judgment into the ethos of your world in order for its germination to manifest as my conviction through the hearts, minds, and actions of the people. Hope that makes sense to you. By any moral means necessary, using what can be known as Christ logic, or hyper logic, or balanced logic, which is just some seriously insane logical ideologies, or just something that really, really, really makes sense. Overwhelmingly makes sense, if you catch my drift. But here, I just want to share some ideologies real quick. Now remember, I'm going to just say this real quick. I see how my God is listening to me. I see God as people, by the way. I see how my God is listening to me, right? So peep gang. I recognize that a lot of people are saying, oh, there's a healing going on. There's a healing going on. There's a healing going on. There's a savior coming. There's a savior coming. Christ is returning. Christ is returning. I'm hearing you all say things like these words. I'm hearing you all say things like this. I'm also hearing you say things like chosen one, meaning someone selected by what hates it. People are lost. So here, take this knowledge real quick. So peep gang, I don't want to heal nothing. I don't want to save nothing. Really, I don't want to do anything at all. I'm going to just post a few of these opinions and move on about my day. Whatever they do, I'm going to just be sitting here with a poison jug of water. You know, everything's poison, by the way, even the fruits and vegetables, by the way. Yeah, y'all still let this government just run, huh? Why do I say that's poisoned? They put stuff in that plastic jug that mixes in with the natural water. We drink it. And it screws with our inner pineal, meaning calcifies it. Just do your research. I know I'm right. I don't really care for being right either. Let me finish what I was getting ready to say now. I don't desire nor care to save anyone. I don't desire to nor care to fix or heal. I do, in a sense, but that's just, like I said, leading with the indoctrination there. I don't really care for any of this at all. You follow what I'm saying? I just see a way out of the struggle. And I want to take it. That's all. It just so happens that this way out of the struggle is, quote unquote, destroying the authority attached to chaos. What is chaos? What is the authority that needs to be destroyed? Or what is the word of mouth, or the words that influence the chaos to be so, meaning the disorder, because that's what chaos is, disorder. And authority is a person in charge that is telling you to be it, chaotic. So, how do you destroy the authority attached to chaos? Forcefully introduce order. That's just one way. Or, remember, it takes evil to create disorder, because good comes with order naturally. Remember, on a surface level, well, maybe not say surface level. This is a bit higher up. I'm going to say this. The enemy of this world is artificial in every way, shape, form, or imagination of that label, of that phrase's label and description. Every phrase. And everything of the enemy is against everything that is natural. You follow what I'm saying? So in other words, it's the artificial versus the natural. Everything of this world currently came from the enemy except things natural. You follow what I'm saying? So the artificial enemy, it attacks our food, it attacks our health, it attacks our heart and mind, it attacks our animals, it attacks our children as soon as they're born. From the very start of nature, or from the very start of anything natural, through to its duration and unto its forced ending, this enemy is the protagonist of it. Or should I say, the antithesis of all things natural is what this enemy is. The enemy that we're up against is the antithesis of all things natural. In real life and reality here. Not speaking from a biblical perspective or from a religious perspective at all. I just know what's going on. I can just see what's going on through and through. In order to destroy something, you have to know where it is to get your hands on it, right? In order to destroy something, you have to know what it looks like so you can punch it in the face, right? Or shoot a couple missiles at it, bomb its land, feed its children to alligators. I mean, the oppressive body saw us as the problem and or as some kind of authority attached to chaos, because they saw us, disorderly people saw orderly people as chaotic. So they just projected themselves onto we. 56 million. 56 million, man. Why do I say that number? That's how many were taken. Just take these words as they go, as they come. Because I'm not going to reveal too much due to how quick videos get taken down for saying certain things, saying certain words in a sequence, and then they tell you you have freedom of speech. I told you this world is a lie and a truth concomitantly. It is a problem and a solution concomitantly. It is a yes and a no concomitantly. It is a poison and a potion concomitantly. 56 million. They tell you can say whatever you want, but then punish you for saying it. And this is the world we accept. Biological warfare. 56 million. America's debut. Take those words however you want them. 56 million from biological warfare. America's debut. Just going to say those words real quick. For any of you who believe our family was taken from me in our history due to some kind of desire for civil rights in a world like this, where everything is built to be against you. Everything is. You're trying to be successful in a world that wants you to fail. Do you get that? In a farmer's world, this would never happen. In a farmer's world, ain't gonna be no children getting raped. In a farmer's world, in a soul world, ain't gonna be no children getting kidnapped. You ever heard that Nas song, Lauryn Hill? Think of that for a second. Just think of it if you ever heard it. You have to be a 90s baby to know, or a millennial. You have to be a millennial to know what I'm talking about. Nas and Lauryn Hill, just saying the song. Imagine that. All our sons, S-U-Ns, that are in us, in U.S. A good brother taught me that just recently. The word son spelled backwards. In us. The sun is in us. Wouldn't you agree? If only you all knew how to tap in, you could do, or put more efforts into destroying the authority attached to chaos. Because the sun gives us order and balance. Men are the providers of wisdom, knowledge, and balance. Men are. We are the providers, period. Men are. We are. What would happen if the source of, like I said, I'm just sharing some ideas, man. I'm just sharing some ideas here. Just tossing some things out here. So what would happen if the authority of the world's chaos was destroyed? The authority. What would happen if the words from the mouth of the ruler were stopped, in other words? What would happen if the people who bring the evil to the world, or they're bringing the chaos to the world, were told to stop bringing it to the world? Or not even necessarily told to stop, because they won't stop, because they're being told to bring the chaos by the authority attached to it. What would happen if that authority was stopped? How can we stop? How can we stop it? How can we stop something that is only a word of mouth? As I was saying, so what would happen? What is authority? What is the authority attached to chaos? What is a word of mouth? How do you, what did I leave off? I mentioned how the authority of the world's chaos is just a word of mouth currently. So what would happen if the authority attached to chaos got its orders from a bigger mouth? Like I said, man, I'm just sharing some thoughts and opinions. At the end of the day, that's all I'm doing here. So what would happen if a mouth of reasoning stepped to the field and just removed the authority attached to chaos entirely? What would happen? Which direction would the world go if the authority attached to it was no longer telling it to be chaotic, telling it to be chaotic? What would happen? What would happen if the world was told to have literal balance and literal order? What if the world was told to be of literal, natural morals? Just sharing some thoughts, man. What if you were all told to stop killing yourselves? Period. What if you were all told to stop manipulating people? Period. What if you were all told to stop sabotaging people? Period. What if you were told to just let them live? Period. What if you were told, as you stood over that infant boy, put the scalpel down, don't do it. Don't shave it all the way off. Why are you even doing that to infant boys anyway? Why are you doing that to babies? Why are you doing that to children? Why are you attacking children as soon as they're born? It's an attack. It ain't moral. It's immoral. Want to know why? Because he wasn't born to be chopped. He wasn't born to be hurt. He wasn't. He wasn't born to be molested all throughout his youth. But then there's your way that you want. Why do you want this way? Why do you want this way? For this, these just thoughts, man. Sharing some thoughts, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. Why do you want this way to be the way? Why? Why do you want it to be this way? You can have it be a different way? What is telling you to make it this way? What is it? I mean, dang, dog. Do you even think about your children? And what the ways of this world will put them through? Do you think about your children at all? You people behind these scenes, do you? I know you recall that whole genocide video I made. Think about the ways you are inflicting on us all. How many more do you think will rise up like me if you keep pushing chaos? These are some opinions I'm sharing, man. Know what I'm saying? Some opinions, bro. Just some opinions I'm sharing, bro. Just some thoughts I'm sharing. You know what to talk to, man. Know what I'm saying? You forget all of these things going on in the world that happened before, during, and after, that happened at the start, duration, and the finish. The separation. How there's so much work being put in to ensure we just can't do something as simple as come back together and solve these problems. The things being put at play to ensure we can't get our way. For our way is the authority attached to tranquility. Why can't we have that way? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with tranquility? What's wrong with being in a state of calm and serenity and peace and not fighting? What's wrong with that? It's just some thoughts and opinions I'm sharing, dude. All it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we have that, though? You know what peace is? The word peace defines as freedom from disturbance, tranquility, freedom from wars or physical state where war has ended. I mean, when you take a look at reality, oh, by the way, this is not ego driven. Oh, let me finish what I was about to say earlier. I don't want to save anyone or really help or fix anyone. These thoughts that I'm sharing here, every portion of video that I've posted was to specifically destroy the authority attached to evil. Because see, once that happens, all the chaos gets stopped, and eventually you all will snap back to normal and bring the world back to normal, and I can live around normality and face a life of regeneration, replenishment, restoration, and renewal. I'm just putting the words out here. Man. That's all. Eventually, y'all are going to do what's best for humankind, not devil kind. Because the devil is the authority attached to chaos. Literally. And you know this. You don't need to see no research about it. No, you don't need too much of anything to know what you need to do to stop this world from enduring so much chaos. Y'all know what you need to do, man. You just need to be reminded hard. I do not wish to give up on you ever. Because giving up on you is giving up on me. How you do anything is how you do everything. Giving up on the people is giving up on yourself. Because in order to give up on something, you have to know what it means to give up. Period. Our sisters are being baptized by the enemy's material goods, which is snatching them away from us. We are being destroyed and hyper emasculated in front of them as they are being told to hate us for what is being done to us simultaneously. Hmm. 3 million men took their own selves within the first 24 years of this here 2000 that we are in, due to overwhelming amounts of hatred coming their ways. Just sharing some thoughts and opinions. How can we fix this stuff, man? Naturally moral world ethos. Why do I say a naturally moral world ethos? Why do you even not know what natural morals are, first of all? Why do you not know what a natural moral is? What is a natural moral? I'm just going to ask that question. It's rhetorical for me because I know what the word natural and moral is, and I've applied it. It's just y'all haven't, until you get reminded of how to. and just stop all this family be separated, family be torn apart. No black community, no melanated community, carbonated. I don't like to call you black people. I like to call you what you really are. You're carbonated beings, or you're carbonated species. You're a carbonated people. You're melanated people. You're a soul people. You have visible soul skin. The oppressive body had their soul skin taken away, so now they have invisible soul skin. They have invisible soul skin, unfortunately, which makes it easier to control them as well and tell them to do these heinous, chaotic things. Like I said, the authority attached to chaos. The recessive genoclass body, or the recessive geno body, is the chaos, but the authority is the devil. Their authority is the devil, and which is why they are causing so much chaos upon the entire planet. Not just one country, not just a state or city or street. No. As long as the authority attached to their chaos is attached to their chaos, they will be chaotic, no matter what. The only way to stop them, from what my understanding sees, this is just the way I'm going to just toss out an idea to maybe help. Maybe help. The only way to stop it is to have a stronger, more powerful word of authority to destroy the one that they have influencing them. I'm just thinking of ways that can maybe help. Y'all can approach it however you want to. I just see that the authority attached to the recessive genoclass people's minds and hearts are the true reason as to why they're doing what they're doing. The reason why it's working and the reason why it's getting through them is because of their genetic deprivations. Only reason why. If they didn't have the genetic deprivation, we could stop the authority attached to their chaos on a physical note and not a non-physical. We wouldn't have to worry about the non-physical. But then it's like, it sounds like you're trying to help the enemy. No. I want to get rid of him. How else are we going to live in peace? They can't control their actions as long as they are genetically deprived. They can't stop attacking us as long as they are being told to attack us. This is what happens when we are not allowed to criticize things. Evil just keeps getting away with things because we're not allowed to notice it and recognize it and stop it from attacking. This is why it tells us not to criticize it. This is why it tells us not to. This is why they have things like hate speech, because the enemy is hatred, and it depicts and projects its hatred unto us night and day and tells us not to talk about it. Just go through it. BKA, suffer peacefully. Want to know why I say suffer peacefully? Because we are peace naturally. We are peace naturally. The enemy is hatred naturally. It projects and depicts its hatred unto we night and day. And these laws that it forces us to follow and obey so we can keep doing it and getting away with it. Destroy the authority attached to chaos, man. How can everybody participate with this type of event? Criticize evil anyways. Do it anyways. You want to know why? Because they're going to attack us anyways. So criticize it anyways. Who cares about all their laws? You know why they have them in play. So they can do things to you and get away. It's really simple. I don't want to sit here and wait for y'all to catch on. I want you to get a grip now. Too long this video is. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. It ain't about a competition with me. It's only about the awareness and knowledge of what needs to be stopped. This is not a victim mentality. I'm just aware of what struck me, aware of what's striking us, and aware of what will not stop striking we at all. I don't desire to be your king or your leader. I only desire to defend and protect you. I'm just going to say these words so y'all can also have them. That's another reason why I'm just saying them, so y'all can have them. Do you not see how much of on your side I am? Meaning the melanated people. Y'all don't see it yet, do you? No wonder why I haven't blown up. But then again, the recessive genoclass people are in control of all of this. So, you know, they don't really want us to live good. So that's another reason why I'm messing and getting across. I'm just saying, you know, I don't desire to be your king or your leader. I only desire to defend and protect you. Therefore, Love your neighbor as you would love yourself. Defend your neighbor as you would defend yourself, at least those who are worthy of the love and defense. Be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.